Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw is Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 3rd down, It's Hines, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check. Hey, Delta. Check 48.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Protein spill.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite-colored jersey.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
4 down, 4 down. Motion, motion. Watch 10, watch 10.
Garoppolo now. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tim Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go. White. Pass, 64, weak. 48 for Mike. Twist. Wide.
Here's Hines. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
21.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Aguilar has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
13.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Get ready. Hey, alert 3. Check 50, check.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, The only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. But I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Hines. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan Wilkins, 77 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. It's complete to Lockett. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now here's a screen play left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's caught, Lockett. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14 to 10. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
On 2nd and 12. Garoppolo. Big hold of the 30. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Jackson on 1st down. Forced out, and with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Buddy up! Mike 27, check Mike 27. What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike.
Out of the gun, Griffin. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. This is Wilkins. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
To throw is RG3. This one complete to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He completes this to Sutton. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, here's Dixon. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brandon Carr. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7 and 5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.